It's dark.
Okay.
Really, really, really dark.
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision. That's always. Always. Okay, it's dark, but there's a moonlight. There's moonlight, but the light doesn't even light the ground.
Yeah.
It's like pitch dark.
Inky black.
Sound is muffled, except
I have dark hearing.
Dark hearing. You hear wind passing through tree limbs, and on the wind you hear a chorus of voices. The voices are pleading for help. Eru, you're standing in this darkness.
Alone?
Alone.
I hear a chorus. Okay. I'm going to do a Arcana check.
Okay.
Is this magical? 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay. You're using this to try to figure out what's going on.
Is this magical?
Magically?
Yeah.
You're trying to like. What do you think an Arcana check would look like when you're trying to?
I think it's like it's an inward thing. Like they're feeling out, for lack of a better word, for vibes.
Okay.
Reaching out to touch vibes.
Yeah. Reach out and touch vibes.
Trying to touch into the weave, I guess they would say.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to sense it.
No.
Yeah, it's another sense that you can feel.
Yeah.
What does it physically look like?
No, that's good.
Oh.
That's good. Oh.
Just
that's good.
add flavor.
Yeah. You tried to make contact. Tried to like just feel the weave, the magic.
The spicy.
But, the spiciness of
the world.
Can
that be what
the
we call
spiciness
it?
of like what the magic kind of leaves into your bloodstream or whatever it is that your pores.
Your jellies.
But as you're doing it, your limbs, even your thoughts are kind of groggy. Your limbs are heavy.
I'm asleep. This is a dream. I'm asleep. This is a dream. I try to wake up. No, I navigate the dream. Yeah.
Roll a wisdom check.
Oh no. Is it in the dream? No. Can I be getting up to some shit in the dream?
No.
Oh,
it's just.
Just flat wisdom. 12.
Oh. You what is it called when you make it, you beat it, or
meets it.
Meets it.
Okay. You hear a new voice in the wind. A voice you recognize. It's a beloved family member screaming for help.
Oh no! Is it my uncle? Is it my brother?
I don't know. You tell me.
Listen check. Or perception. 7.
Mm-hmm.
I run towards it.
But it is a voice you recognize.
Yeah.
Okay. You find yourself moving. Your limbs are heavy. With each step you take, your path lights up for you. It's as if you are on a stage.
Spotlights.
Yeah, spotlights. And surrounding you are strands of trees. And as you're running, you finally come to a stop, and you find yourself on a tall hill. And in the distance, you see an ivory tower. It is also lit like this massive spotlight, as if you're on a stage.
Mm-hmm.
And at the base of the ivory tower is a city that's been built around it and has walls, fortifications.
Do I recognize the city?
Or do a shoot.
History?
I would imagine.
Yeah, history.
Investigation.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Investigation is the same. Same stuff.
Yeah.
You've heard tell of this city.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's known as the Ivory Tower or the White Citadel.
The White Citadel. Ivory Tower. Do I hear the voice coming from the tower? From the city? Or is it from somewhere else?
From the vibes.
From the vibes.
From the vibes. I keep trying to chase that voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a another wisdom check.
Oh, it's a 7. Okay. 9.
Okay. As you continue your investigation, to answer your questions about the voices, I'm going to give you some extra too. The wind is carrying the voices. The wind, taste of salt and warm air. The tower is set also before a sea, or ocean sea, sea, and the wind is bringing the salt air. It's warm. It passes by the tower, and it is bringing with it the sounds of the voices that are in despair. You hear in the wind, "Help me! Daddy, no! No, please!" Hear another voice, "I'm your wife. We made an oath through thick and thin. Don't leave me here." Hear another, "Brother, please, where are you?" And another, "It's so dark, so very dark and cold." And another, "Graham, Daddy is scaring me." These voices wail. They sing in despair. And what do you do?
I know this is a dream, and I need to find out more. I keep running towards the voices. I keep going straight into it. I want to try to figure out what magic is showing me this. Is that an Arcana or an investigation?
Ooh, do an Arcana.
Arcana.
You reach out to the weave and go, "Daddy!
Daddy!
Sorry, I was holding it in.
I got a 10.
Yeah, it's it.
Daddy, tell me!
Daddy!
You reach out for answers. It's familiar. The source, the magic. You recently felt it or connected to it, but you can't put it together.
Yeah.
You find yourself approaching the tower.
What's it look like? Are there people there?
There are people. There's people going about their business, but they're kind of like the figures that artists use to use.
Mannequins.
Yeah, they're little mannequins.
Yeah.
They look like that, but they're wearing clothing. Their faces are blank. There's women, children, all kind of like this, but you can't make out who they are.
Okay. It's a stage, and they're figures. Who's gonna try to enter the tower?
Okay.
Fuck it.
When you approach the tower,
Touch that door.
you find yourself no closer.
Okay.
You, as you're trying to approach it, it keeps zooming out
It's
away
farther
from you. Yeah.
and farther.
Yeah. Until eventually you find yourself standing on that tall hill again. Sitting on that hill, looking out towards the tower, sitting on the coast, listening to the voices being carried by the ocean air. Roll another wisdom check.
17 plus
good.
2.
19.
You hear a disturbance in the trees.
In the falls.
And,
I ready a firebolt.
okay.
And I say, show yourself.
Okay.
A dream firebolt?
Yeah.
A shadow peels from the treetops heading straight towards you. Roll for initiative.
Ah! Ah!
Sleep paralysis!
Sleep paralysis.
13 for initiative.
I need to roll for... Oh, there's 13.
Hey, remember what you said earlier about I'm not prepared, there's not enough NPCs?
Yeah?
Is that what that means?
What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
He doesn't have an initiative. He's just going to get this.
No, I have stats. I just didn't give his initiative.
I almost didn't have mine.
Okay. He's zooming towards you. He's floating. Kind of like a deep Dementor. Sure.
Yeah.
A Dementor.
Spoopy.
Spoopy.
And he suddenly stops right there in front of you. And he opens his shadowy maw.
Ooh.
And he tries to hit you with with psychic damage.
Okay.
Mind slapping you.
I get a +5 AC reaction to being hit by casting shield. It just boop happens. So my AC for this hit is 18.
No mind slap for you.
No, hopefully not.
Hopefully.
Unless he rolls funny again.
Mind slap. I hope not.
Can that be what we call psychic damage now? Is a mind slap?
I like that though.
Mind slap.
Okay, your turn.
All right. Gonna cast that firebolt. So it's gonna be. Oops. 4 it's 9 to hit.
So really?
Yes.
It misses.
Yeah, it misses.
All right.
Aww.
It looks super cool when it does. So dramatic.
Right. You still cast the cool spell, but just
Oh man, it just missed.
the shadow. He kind of circles you, comes back around on the backside of behind your shoulder, and he tries to hit you again with that psychic damage.
Mind slap.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
All
Swear
right.
to God, if this thing.
Somebody do something. Either wake up or hit it.
Is he within 5 feet of me, so I don't have to disengage?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay. Well, then if I don't have to worry about that, then I want to get some distance from him so I can firebolt.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
You
again,
don't worry about attacks of opportunity or anything like that.
Y'all, can I wake her up? Is she thrashing or something?
If this goes on too long,
I'm gonna have to wake her up.
I run and try to cast firebolt, but in turning, I just completely miss him.
Okay.
I completely whiff. That was a 3.
what did he have to beat?
For shield, that's 18.
Oh my god.
17.
A fire and a miss. A fire and a miss.
A fire and a miss again. And then I was having a dream, and then a miss.
Okay, I am...
It's your dream. Take control.
Yeah. I'm going to
do better.
No, I was about to say, I'm going to use prestidigitation. No, sorry. Yeah, prestidigitation. So I can change the color of, anything, right?
Sure.
And since it's a dream, I'm going to kind of bend it a bit. I'm going to make myself look like an inky shadow. Just like him.
To kiss?
This is a sex dream now.
Yes!
You have taken control.
Irthos, everybody. This is a sex dream now. Inky shadow, let's kiss.
No.
I like where this is headed.
No. I turn myself into an inky shadow, and then I use persuasion.
To kiss.
To ask it
to be best friends. Befriend your sleep paralysis demon.
What do you seek, Shadow? And that's a 17 plus 5 for persuasion.
I was gonna cry if you rolled a 1. You dropped it so confidently. So confident.
The shadow. It dances around you, wraps around you, and it comes to a stop right in front of your face. It gets really close. Really, really close. It opens its mouth and just screams.
Rude.
And,
her Jeff.
And you awaken in your room in the Lucky Lad.
Okay.
Roll a DC... What? No. Roll a Constitution check.
Okay.
Save.
Not 20.
20! Nice.
Nice.
Use that one again.
Very nice.
Nice. The power to make them
awaken in your room in the lucky. So this is the early portion or early. What is the words I'm looking for? This is young Eru.
Okay.
This
Early
is
days.
early days.
days.
Yeah.
You're in the Lucky Lad. You
Lucky Lad
recently
is
just.
Do you want to kind of preface what we're doing?
Yeah, we're playing D&D.
God damn it.
And this
Where this falls in the fucking timeline.
In the timeline, this takes place.
The whole purpose of doing this.
If you remember, we did the Heroes of Irthos, our first quest retrospect.
We did. We did do that.
And it takes place after that adventure, our first quest. You just finished completing up the quest of like recovering the Orb of Desolation. Yeah. You helped the seer. Do you have? Are you staying in your room alone?
Sorry.
Early days, Lucky Lad Tavern, if we had just got, taken care of the orb thing, we would not have had a ton of money. Eru would have bunked up with at least one other person. Yeah. I think Lenwe probably would have had privacy.
Probably, yeah. If she couldn't afford her own room, she'd have stolen enough to stay in her own room.
Yep.
Well, you're alone in the room at this moment anyways. You and Quill.
Okay.
You have Quill in there with you.
I looked at Quill, and I'm like, did you see any of that? That was fucked up.
Oh, that's right. Well, you do have a connection.
Yeah.
What can he see of that as
know
you're
if
familiar?
he can.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't think of that.
I didn't either.
Something to consider in the future. It is early morning. The window of
Pencil
your room.
that for now. Put a pin in that.
The window of the room is open. A Quill is in the room. I forgot. Was Quill he, she? I know it really doesn't.
Quill's a he.
He is sitting.
What kind of owl was he?
He's a pygmy owl.
No.
Yeah. Need to stop like that. Where does he usually perch when he's sleeping in the room?
He usually tries to find like the highest point. It's kind of like a tree branch,
like a ceiling beam or windowsill.
He is perched on a at the top of a like cabinet.
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe, yes. His head is tucked around him. He's sleeping.
Okay.
He just got back from a night of hunting.
Aww.
So when
he leaves you a vole.
When we reached out to him,
next to the bed.
asked however you asked him if he witnessed any of that, he slowly like twists his head at you and kind of looks at you sleepy eyed. He does that slow like
blink one eye at a time.
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't see that. He didn't even notice you were kind of thrashing a bit in your sleep either.
Okay.
Because when you missed, and you thrashed, and then you missed again.
Thanks for the vole, Quill. I can put it on down. I'll take it later. And I get up and I look around. I try to look outside and see if I see anybody. I try to go around and find someone. What time is it? Can I tell?
Oh, it is early morning.
Early
I was
morning?
about to say that.
Like
Early
too
morning.
early for everyone else to be moving around?
Yeah. And the people that are moving around are people that are getting started of their day. They're scratching their bum, they're coughing, they're wiping sleep from their eyes. What? It's,
it's a tavern.
It's a tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then after peeking my head out and seeing that, I close it back. I throw on my cloak and I get my shoes on. I grab my, I guess my notebook or whatever, and then I go downstairs to try to shake off the nightmare.
Okay. As you're getting started for the day, we're going to cut over to Lenwe.
Hey!
You find yourself on the docks of Trindor.
Wait, where am I?
You are standing on the docks, or a section of the docks of Trindor. It's a section you're familiar with. You have come to these docks many a night with Keldre.
Oh.
What were those nights with him like?
Early days. So he definitely taught Lenwe most of how to rogue effectively. Yeah, that exactly. She wasn't very good at it before. I mean, she was
Oh, did you say rogue?
rogue.
Oh, okay.
Yes. How to not use teeth.
I heard vogue.
We vogue in the moonlight, darling. Yes, slay. No, but she was sneaky inclined, I suppose, but wasn't very good at it. But when he came into the picture, he was the one that really kind of, no, you're not good at it. If you want to survive, you need to do it like this. So it was a lot of, yes, I sort of mentored influence of here's how we sneak and do the things, and just kind of chaotic in its own right, fighting and fucking and stealing and just having a good old time.
You're standing on the docks of Trindor. Mm-hmm. Usually you're not entirely alone. You got accustomed to being around Keldre, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were together a long time.
Yeah. But tonight you are alone on these docks. You're looking out into the waters. The waves are lopping against these needle-like rocks that jut out of the water.
Are there boats?
Yeah. There's boats. Well, you can't make out any like the standards or the flags or anything.
Right.
And,
Didn't know if it was an empty dock.
At this time of night, it's kind of quiet.
Quiet, but
But there are
right.
boats that
it's
are not.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's uncommon if it would be completely empty. That's never the case.
Yeah, never the case.
But it's a dream.
Because you're usually
I don't know that yet.
About,
Sorry.
Yeah. You feel a tug upon one of your boots.
Oh.
Is that one of the waifs or another stray? What is your action?
Is it aggressive?
It's just a tug.
I guess I would just look.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look down and see what it is.
When you look down, you see a hand.
Ooh.
Well, a tendril of a shadow.
I don't remember doing any tentacle stuff.
It's coming from below you, from the cracks of the boards of the docks, and when you what is your reaction to seeing this tentacle? Okay. I take it you kind of jump back from it.
I would try to like distance myself, maybe like kick it off if it's still attached. And be like, what the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck?
Okay.
I have a dagger. If it's something that needs to be sliced, I'll stab it.
You find yourself,
But it's more of like a whoa, like what the heck?
yeah, when you jump back, you reacted. You find yourself scanning around you and maybe looking back down towards where that crack with the tendrils coming from, and you see more shadowy figures appearing. Some crawling from the sides of the docks. Some crawling up the those needle-like rocks and just standing upon the point, just looking at you.
I can take them.
You could take them.
So they're just kind of like filling up the space, and they're just appearing in mass.
Yep.
Are there any that are appearing closer to me?
The ones that are closer are the ones that are clambering over the side of the docks.
Okay. I guess turn to run.
Okay.
I'm not going to take this on. But I could take them. I could do it.
Roll
I'm going to U-turn and be like, bump this.
Let's go dexterity, because I don't see a reflex saving anymore.
Oh, no, it's going to be just
It's
a
all
bit.
Yeah, just
Dex.
dexterity.
To book it,
Yeah.
14.
Oh, you are successful.
Whoa, I'm so fast. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Okay.
Fast as fuck.
You dart away from the shadows. You're running along the docks. Are you maybe running away from the docks?
Away from the docks. If they were more in the water, I'm gonna go
Gotcha.
further inward to the city, I suppose.
Gotcha. But you find yourself right back on the docks.
Oh, I
The
guess
same
we're doing
spot-
this.
The same spot that
Put
you
my hair back.
the same spot that you shared many a night with Keldray, looking out over the ocean, the stars, the moons, with
With my man's.
with your mans, and these shadows are starting
Oh no.
to swarm you. Roll for initiative.
Oh no. 8. So much for that high initiative.
They swarm you.
Oh!
They charge at you.
Good thing I put my hair up. Let's go!
They charge you. Some are smaller than the others. They start clambering up you.
Do they?
Do a strength check.
Oh, I'm putting strong. Just straight strength?
Yeah, straight strength.
16.
Nice. There's a large group of them. It's like they form like the swarm of shadows, and they're charging at you. They're trying to overwhelm you, and they become like this wave of shadow.
Oh my.
And they like try to overtake you and push you, but you're able to successfully like withstand that rush of shadow wave that comes over you.
Oh my. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh. I want to try and do acrobatics.
Nice.
To, I don't know, fucking nat 20. If you don't believe me.
I see
I
it.
see it.
Oh,
Paint us a word picture. Okay. A what?
Penis. Sorry, I got tentacles on the brain.
Okay.
A word picture.
Yes, a word picture. I give you a little bit of creative liberty here to
Even in a dream, I'm cool.
like to an extent.
Oh.
What is this? What does this look like?
Are they somewhat corporeal or like tangible? Can I like push against them and I don't like pass through them? It's something I can.
Yeah, you can fight back.
Fight back.
You can fight back.
Physically. Okay.
Yeah, physically.
So and they're just kind of they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Some are moving in unison, and there's some that move like separately.
Okay. How sort of tall? Like how much above me are they? You said there were different sizes.
Yeah, there's different sizes. They're usually they're about
Usually, I hope not. I hope this isn't usual.
they're not much taller than you.
Okay.
That's like the tallest as they get, but there's smaller like childlike shadows too.
Okay.
Maybe even like some of them are dwarf shaped.
Oh.
There's a variety of different.
But are they humanoid shaped? I thought they were tendrils.
At that moment there was tendrils, but these they do have arms that are tendrily.
Okay.
And even their legs kind of they have like these tendrily like
Squidward feet.
Yeah, Squidward feet. Yes, that's good. and when they're running, they're running like it would kind of like. It would be slappy while they're running.
Oh no!
But it doesn't produce
not the
a slappy
feet.
noise. Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is, I guess, sort of like wrangle my feet and arms free to a degree.
Okay.
But if since it was acrobatics, what I want to do is try to sort of get up above them and sort of like shimmy and dance my way across to get up to the rooftops and take to the roof instead to get just away.
Okay, so maybe
like getting up above them and like I don't know, drain pipe or ladders or something to get off of the ground level.
Okay, I get it. Okay,
so I dodge, duck, dip, dodge, and dive.
You dodged. Maybe you did kind of a parkour moment.
Parkour.
You
on that 20, you always parkour.
There's a crane.
Ooh, like a shipping crane.
Yeah, shipping crane. You grab a hold of it, and it's kind of like over this wall.
Yeah.
And it's kind of you know what I mean.
Yeah. For loading
and,
ships.
Yeah, and you grab a hold of it and you kind of parkour up it using the rope as support, and you jump up on top of the crane and you jump up across onto some rooftops.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, dip.
Yeah.
And then you dip.
Like, yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted to get away from them.
Yeah.
And you run?
Yes.
You're running on the rooftops.
Doing rogue shit.
You're running.
She's singing that to herself. Doing rogue shit. Running on rooftops.
And
Make
you're
your
running.
own theme song. Fuck you, tentacles. No.
Maybe towards further into the city, or maybe,
Yes.
okay.
Further into the city, away from the docks.
Okay.
That's where they came from. I want to get away from the docks.
You're running through areas of Trindor, areas that
I'm very
that
familiar
are, like,
with the rooftops.
Departing, like areas you'd see leaving the docks. You see the shipping offices, warehouse, a tavern. It's
Busted old sailor's tavern.
Yeah, and
Seaman's
as
Mission.
you're heading towards the more brightly lit areas of Trindor. You wake up in your room in the Lucky Lad Tavern.
Oh.
And roll.
And I think, man, I'm cool.
That's cool. Roll a Constitution
That was
saving.
cool.
Roll a Constitution.
This won't be cool, but don't get that. Ooh, only a 7.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm so cool.
You wake up feeling exhausted.
Oh, that's a shame.
You didn't hardly get any sleep last night.
I was being too cool. I was busy.
Through the remainder of this this quest, you have a disadvantage on all ability checks.
Just abilities, not attacks?
Yep.
Okay.
You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
And how does Lenwe react to waking up from having a nightmare? Not just any nightmare. It's just this one was kind of.
It was shockingly familiar, but not as it should have been.
Kind of had to hurt too.
It did. It's jarring, but he's definitely one of those that's like, ooh, we can't think about that right now. So let's just push that way down.
Okay.
Let's just push it down. We're not going to think about it because coming off the backs of what they've just done, and it's one of those. This isn't really the time to be reflecting on that. We're going to shove it down.
Shove that one into the vault.
Shove it into the vault.
I was like, what's the Adventure Time thing? What's the Adventure Time thing?
That one goes in the
That
vault.
goes in the vault.
And that's exactly it. That one goes in the vault, and
Throw it.
that's it. She's not ready to
That
process
one's
that
going
right
into the
now.
mine vault. Okay.
That one's in the mine vault, and if the room has a window, I want to see what time of day it is.
Okay.
Like,
Your room does have a window. It's early morning. You see, there's people up and about getting ready for their day. There's fog that's still kind of like heavy on the land. It kind of looks wet out there, wet with dew. But yeah,
due early.
Yeah, dew early, very early.
Okay.
Are you alone in your room?
This night, yes. Okay. Since I don't know where we were the night before, specifically. Did we have any other prior engagement to this? Did we have anywhere we were meant to be? Because otherwise, if I got a level of exhaustion, I'd be like, fuck y'all, I'm going back to bed.
No. I don't know. This is, fairly soon after that. Your first quest.
Yeah.
Right. We still didn't really know each other.
Yeah, you didn't really know. Yeah, that's true.
We had some bonding moments, but we really kind of just met.
Okay. You gonna try to sleep off that exhaustion?
I'm going to go back to sleep.
Right. All right. Well then,
and that's why I asked if we had somewhere we were supposed to be.
No, I don't think you guys really accepted another quest until
Until later.
Until later, when it was shoot, I don't remember what when you heard the next quest was helping the cabin boy Lyle.
I remember him.
Yeah. So whatever happened between the second and first, I don't know what you guys got up to. It's kind of up to you.
Yeah.
You can fill in some space there.
I think she would try to Because it was like, damn, that was cool.
I don't blame you.
Depending on
get off
how
that exhaustion.
early it is in the morning, I know at some point when it gets to like normal time of the morning,
Sure.
when everyone is up,
Should be up.
Eru is gonna be like, Lenwe hasn't eaten, and like
Oh,
get breakfast and barge in and be like, hey, bud.
You know what?
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, she would.
Okay.
We're going to do a quick cut then. You've got your sleep.
Okay.
If it's okay with you. If
Yeah.
you want to.
But I do want a reaction
Okay. To that.
to that.
Okay.
How good your dexterity?
Okay.
I want to throw my dagger.
You're going to throw your dagger.
She just barges in!
I know.
Lenwe had a dream. Oh, yeah.
You're
so,
coming in.
I don't know how much sleep Lenwe would have gotten, because once it seemed like a semi-reasonable hour, like, I don't know, 8:30 or 9,
Reasonable!
Maybe 12.
I'm used to our camp
You're
hours.
Right, you're right.
Yeah, I'm used to our camp hours,
Oh.
and I'm like, hey, my camp, one of our camp buddies isn't up yet. I better check on her.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that reminds me. Okay.
So I asked the barkeep for some bread and some cheese and some fruit and from some rashers of bacon, and they probably don't have everything I asked for, and I just take what I can get, and a little cup of, I don't know, do they have tea? Something like it.
Something.
And
Something hot.
I make my way to Lenwe's room, and I knock on the door before I barge in.
All right. You barge in.
She said she knocked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I go, bop, and then barge.
Okay.
Oh, so you
Oh,
don't
then you
don't wait for
This is an Eru. Hey, we are
Okay.
established
So doesn't wait for
cohorts.
Got it.
So, what time do you think it is?
Probably like 9 at the latest.
Well, so if Eru was up early,
Yes.
early.
Yeah.
And how early would that be?
She was up the moment her dream ended.
Right.
So
But-
that's due
So
early.
that's-
But the day was just barely starting. So how much time did Eru waste sitting
let's
around?
say about.
Uh-huh.
It woke
So
up
it's
at
like 4 or
5.
5?
Maybe you're downstairs by 6.
Yeah. Okay, so I wrote down the whole dream I fifth aft. Maybe I like shot the shit with the barmaid or
Breakfast
whatever.
started getting
Breakfast,
served.
and then I like
Sure.
I talked to whoever was there, and then I'm like, Lenwe's not up yet.
What time do you usually sleep in till? Come on, we know.
A
that.
rogue never wakes up when the wizard is never early. They're late. I don't know.
Okay.
Whenever they want to.
Okay, well that's the case. Go ahead and roll me that Constitution save again.
Why? Hang on. Here we go. What the fuck?
Kind of walked into that one, didn't you?
16.
16. All right. Well, since you're not waking up at your usual time,
I guess.
you weren't able to get fully rested like you wanted to when you first went back to sleep.
Damn.
But you don't get any further points of exhaustion.
Just the
So,
one?
You just got that one.
Damn
still.
it! Is it one of those unsatisfying when you go back to sleep
It is
and you're in a worse mood?
Yes, it is.
I should have just stayed
That
up.
was exactly
The
that.
nap was shit.
Damn it! Those are the worst.
Maybe you have a little headache too. You know that? Like, I hate
You sure
those.
you want to walk in this room?
She would. You should.
No. Okay, well, since it's already a shitty nap, would I? I have a really high initiative.
Yeah.
So, do we want to go based off of my higher base initiative?
That's
that
why I
she's
haven't
walking
said
in?
anything yet.
She's just gonna charge in.
Oh, you're trying to. Yeah, you guys roll opposing initiatives.
Okay. Oh yeah, I am awake, so I guess that's fair. So like 10 plus 2, 12.
Ah,
Shedding so bad.
22. I rolled a 15 plus a
What the hell?
You woke up and you're Jason Bourne.
instant born.
It's John
You
Wick.
don't actually throw daggers, just the looks itself.
Oh no, I throw real daggers.
You throw real daggers.
I don't know anybody enough to be prepared for that type of thing. If someone is barging into my room,
Dude.
I'm under attack.
Do it.
And I'm going to throw a dagger. I'm just going to be like, "Whoa!" and just instantly go into attack mode.
Is it aimed at Eru?
It's aimed at the door.
At the door. Okay.
Just at the door.
Okay.
The direction of the intrusion.
As a threat.
It's the threat.
Uh-huh.
The threat.
It is towards the threat.
Yeah.
Forgot how to combat. Wait.
Don't worry about that.
Oh.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh. Okay. 18.
Successful.
I throw my dagger.
Yeah, you throw your dagger successfully.
What does it hit?
Does it hit me or does it hit the door? That's up to you.
You knock, awake,
Uh-huh.
enter, dagger is thrown.
Okay, so the door
on the
opens
breakfast tray. What's
inward.
destroyed?
It goes straight into a really hard piece of cheese.
Oh.
Like I tried to ask them for like various forms of protein.
Okay.
And like they didn't have eggs, they didn't have rashers, and so they just gave up and gave me more cheese because I kept asking for other things.
Oh.
They gave me a giant hunk of like Stilton. No, not Stilton. That's too soft. Something.
You want to protect yourself with this cheese.
Something blue.
Cheese shield.
It's something blue.
Okay.
But it is the texture of
It's
Parmesan.
got that hide on it. It's really,
texture
Oh,
of
it's got
Parmesan.
thick rind.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So it just...
it has some
Right
sort
in.
of like fantasy beast rind on it.
Uh-huh.
It makes it kind of hearty.
Okay.
There's
There's an opponent.
I look at each other and she's... You cut the cheese.
You cut the cheese?
Stop. Get out. End the recording. We're done. You're done. All right, everybody.
That was 1.5.
All right, this is a 1.5. Here's Irthos. You cut the cheese.
You're level 2 now.
We are. We're level 2 now.
You're level 10.
You're level 10.
That pun, sensational.
You deserved it.
You deserved it.
But Eru's still like
And it's still. Lenwe is also still pretty. Like kind of jarred. Like what
smiles
is
a bit and
happening?
they're like, I probably should have announced myself before barging in.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
It's straight into the eye rub. What the fuck is happening? What is happening?
Eru just like makes herself at home. She sits at like if there's like a little table or something or a chair, she just sits down there and starts like eating her own piece of bread. It's her
Takes the dagger out.
It's her
starts cutting
second.
it.
Yeah. It takes some of the. Starts hacking at the cheese. It's really hard.
Trying
It's
to get
really
the
tough.
dagger out because it got pretty deep.
Yeah, this is her second breakfast.
Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah.
And then she said, so
Do you end up eating it and not leaving anything?
This is you guys have been practicing for this moment with your chat GBT
Hey.
conversations. You can do some.
We're so ready.
You can do some role playing.
Yeah. And so
Early getting to know each other. Role play.
Oh my god.
The awkward stages.
you slept in today. Did you sleep well? Too much to drink?
It's a more of like a stun. Who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? Kind of like, what are you doing here? I'm still trying to get into that mindset.
You share some drink for the
Yeah,
alarm,
you're
maybe.
Well, for sure, duh, obviously.
Even if she's too stunned to speak.
Too stunned to
Too
speak.
sleepy, too stunned to speak.
Well, I still have a level of exhaustion. So
Oh, yeah.
the dark circles, the tired face is still present. It's still there. And there's that little bit of just disbelief of like, who is this person? Who? What? Because again, we what, one quest, one mission where I still didn't know anybody, and it's like, okay, what do you do?
I brought you breakfast, and I've sat down, made myself comfortable, sitting in a chair or a table in your room, and I'm starting to eat some bread and cheese.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, you haven't you slept in? Do you have a long night?
No longer than usual. Still a little like, what is happening? This is this is outside of her wheelhouse of interaction.
Is that what she said?
What?
What is happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
What is this?
What is this? Yeah, what is this? What is this? What do you want?
Era's just, I brought you breakfast, and she keeps carving the cheese, and she makes note of the bags under her eyes. So you're tired.
What? Why are you here? In this, what do you want?
She takes out her notebook, and she flips it over to the page where she wrote about her dream, and she slides it over. And she says, did you happen to have any dreams about shadow people?
Yeah, but I handled it. It was actually pretty cool. And I'll peruse her notes or whatever, her recounting of this, I guess nightmare or shadow people or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I'll just ask, do you think it's related to everything that happened? Because it is a little odd.
It was more than just a simple dream. There wasn't enough to really get enough information out of it, but I just
couldn't handle your shadow person. Clearly.
Well, it couldn't get me either. But how did you handle your shadow person?
You heard of parkour?
No, what is that?
Let me demonstrate.
Magic?
You use a acrobatics check.
No, I'm not going to show her. I don't want to show her. It was a joke.
Oh.
Parkour around the room.
I thought
Kick the breakfast plate and jump around.
I was trying to set up a possible scene where that was possible.
Oh, so good. No. I'll show you later. Outside.
Step
on the cheese and kick the tea.
Like you're clattering around in your room and the people in the bars are looking over there. What's going on up there? Yeah.
Well, Eru just finishes her bite of cheese and she nods and she kind of smiles. It could be nothing, but the fact that two of us, at least, have had dreams about these shadows, and I suspect probably more, might mean something a little more. So it's just something to keep note of for the future.
As we're doing this, DM, who all is here?
What do you mean who's all here?
This is an in-between quest.
Yeah. Right.
Currently, it's just you and Eru.
No. But in the...
Oh, Yorn's still about?
Uh-huh.
Yorn's still about.
Okay. And we had Wennev with us.
Oh, Wennev was
She was in Kiristan.
Uh-huh.
Or wherever the hell we were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought Wennev came later.
No.
Well, Wennev is out doing...
Druid shit.
Druid shit with I'm the shit.
Okay.
Yorn is here in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He has his own room. He hasn't woken up yet.
So why did you come here?
I'm sorry. I saw another half-orc in the tavern. I assumed that was Yorn already awake, and I was going to talk to him later.
That's good. I like that.
That sounds a little racist. All half-orcs don't look the same.
We just met, recently. Once I get that information from you, okay, well, just something to make note of. We did kind of touch a cursed object, so.
I didn't touch it. Well, if you want to talk about dreams and nightmares, Yorn's the one you need to talk to.
Okay, well, sounds like we all had some.
That's the one you need to talk to.
And
right.
And it's kind of you can go now.
Well,
if you have any odd dreams, just let me know.
Okay.
And she leaves.
It's kind of shuffling and leave.
And then she's and puts that dagger back. She was using it as a cheese knife.
Yeah.
So
covered in cheese.
Concerning Yorn, he's here in the tavern, and if you would, or, if you did go check on him, he didn't answer straight off. He had maybe knock a couple times if you did do that, and when he does come to answer the door, he's tired and he mumbles that he's going to go back to bed and kind of just
how come he could do it and I can't?
Well, because we don't really want to. I don't really want to.
I jest.
Well,
I jest.
and if it helps retroactively, I think Yorn was one of the first people that had dreams.
Yeah,
and he did.
He was
mention
the
it
one
before.
who touched the stone
Yeah.
of desolation or
Yeah, he
whatever.
is.
He mentioned his dream out loud to everyone.
Yeah, he
before,
does.
so I
Yes.
know he's had bad dreams about it.
Well, and part of it, if I remember, if memory serves, is that since he was the one that destroyed it or whatever, part of that was it inflicted, like a cursed mindset on him, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's actually talked about his dreams sooner than this point.
Maybe it's
maybe you're just having.
We're just having.
You're just having them, but for him, he's already been having them, and
it's in the vault. What are you talking about?
I caught on that. That's what I was like. Okay, well, if you do,
nothing happened. I was amazing, which was true. Duh.